Guys, we're the Farm Boys. We got Mark River Otter Hill. We got Jeffro Bodine Batson. You got Al. We're just three broken down old men, semi-retired. One thing we have in common, we all work at Purcell Farms. And get down to the farm, visit it. Great place to play golf, great place to stay. But we're down here on Lay Lake. Jeff, Lay Lake is on what river, buddy?
Coosa River.
Coosa River. And River Otter, where do you live? About 6 miles downstream?
About downstream up in Cedar Creek.
See, he lives where all the money is, you guys.
No,
He lives where the money
I
is.
live on the poor side of the creek.
So, we're here at my parents' place on Lay Lake. They both have left us in the last couple of years, but me and my sister have kept the place here. And what we're wanting to do with our YouTube channel, with so many crazy things going on in the world, we just want people to have fun, don't we?
That's right.
What do you think about that, Otter?
Absolutely, that's right.
And we're gonna, we may be coming to you guys from anywhere, anytime. And we're nicknamed the Farm Boys. And like I said, we got Gracie here. She goes about everywhere with us. She's my dog, but she loves old Otter and she loves old Jeffro Bodine Batson.
She's part of the show.
Oh, ain't no doubt, guys, she's part of the show. But what we're gonna be doing today is kind of introducing everybody. Mark Hill, River Otter, nicknamed him that because he lives down on the river south of me. Mark, you were in textiles for years, right?
I worked at Avondale for 32 years, and Avondale closed. I spent 1 year at Parkdale and 13 years at New South Express, which is a subsidy of Honda Logistics North America.
Now, Otter, they tell me that you can go out into a cotton field. They tell me you can go out in a cotton field and rub a piece of cotton in your fingers, and you can tell whether it could be used for pantyhose, socks, or blue jeans. Is that true, Otter?
That's not exactly true, but I did make a lot of string in my time.
He made a lot of string. And he works with us at the golf course, and we're all Auburn guys. We bleed orange and blue, but we got tons of Alabama friends that may end up being guests on the show, right, Jeff?
Maybe so, maybe.
And we got Jeffro Bodine Batson. I'll get you started on him. He played college golf at Auburn and roomed with Pat Dye's son Brett. And you have eaten ribs with Coach Dye, haven't you?
I ate at the same table. We ate a sack of brown paper grocery sack full of ribs, the three of us, and then sat there and had a dip together and told old stories.
Coach Dye sat there and read a newspaper, didn't he?
He did. I watched every movie made, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, he was mesmerized, which I would have been too, wouldn't you, Otter?
That's right.
And I'm Al, and I'm a retired history teacher, basketball coach. I started out actually in textiles, worked for a couple of years, went back and got my master's in education, taught and coached for 30 years, and I was boys basketball coach at Childersburg High School. We had some good teams. We won 290 games in 14 years, and when I got ready to retire, they said, "Coach, you've done a good job. We're going to do something for you." I said, No, you don't need to do anything. And they said, "We're going to name something in the gym for you." I said, No. Well, you know what they decided to name after me, Otter?
What?
A urinal in the men's bathroom. A urinal. Jeffro, can you believe that's what I got?
Is your name still on it?
I think some of the high school students have vandalized it and took it off. But we're going to be talking about a lot of things. And one of the first things we're going to look at today is, we're not going to say it's the simplest way because it could be simpler. We're not going to say it's the best way because somebody could have a better way. But we're going to show y'all how to make a catfish noodle. Simple way, without PVC pipe. Because I ain't no plumber. Are you a plumber, Jim?
No.
All right, are you a plumber?
No.
But when they said PVC pipe, I didn't know if I could handle that. But, and this technique, tell me guys, y'all been fishing with me a couple times. Does it work?
It works perfect. I mean, works awesome.
Otter's going to hold this. You can buy these at Dollar General, especially after Labor Day. You can get a pool noodle that you can make 5 or 6 fishing noodles out of, maybe 5, and you can get that for 50 cents a whole noodle after Labor Day. So we cut them up in sections about 5, and it ain't no complicated thing. You can buy, Jeff, these little a thing of 15 probably costs $3.50.
Yeah,
don't they?
those are actually practice golf balls.
Yeah, they're practice golf balls, and you ain't got to get technical on it. Guys, I was learning to jug fish, and I've been trot lining all my life. My dad taught me how to trot line, but I kind of got into jug fishing about 20 years ago when I went to Walmart. And I said, what's the way to do this that's real simple? So all you do is you take a golf ball, you tie it, this up here doesn't even have to be a fisherman's knot or anything, and tie it several times, and you don't have to be exact, do you, Otter?
Nope.
All right, and you're gonna just cut about 4 feet off, maybe 5. Now, Jeffro's gonna take, Otter, where's your pliers, big guy?
Right here.
Jeffro's gonna take a weight, and he's gonna push it up on there about a foot. Go ahead there, Jeffro.
Because what?
All right, whichever way works for you. All right, and then we just gonna press this down right here to hold that weight in place right there, guys. All right, and then, guys, all you gotta do is jiggle it. Go ahead and jiggle it down, Otter.
Yeah, and it's a whole lot easier to put the weight on first because it won't go down through here if you ain't got the weight on.
Did you try to do that, Otter?
Yes.
Otter's kind of a rookie.
Yeah,
Reckon
I struggled
what
with
you
it a
think.
few minutes.
All right.
I thought you was asleep.
Now, Gracie's sitting there paying attention. He jiggled that thing through there. And I got some Mustad. Number one, you can use circle hooks, whatever you want. I just got some stainless steel Mustad that we're going to use for our trot line next week. We're going to get a trot line out. And all you do, Jeffro, I don't have my reading glasses on. Can you flip that thing on there?
Want me to tie a knot?
Yeah, tie that fisherman knot. Jeff's done a lot of bass fishing in his life. And
A little bit.
Otter's done a lot. I mainly do redneck fishing. I fish for catfish. I do a little fly fishing for brim.
What pound test is it?
This is 25. That's a great question, Jeffro Bodine Batson. That's 25-pound test. Now, I'm not out there looking for a 30-pound fish. I'm looking for anything 6 pounds and under. Because, guys, we don't catch and release our fish. We catch and release them in peanut oil. We're looking for fish to eat. Now, Otter, when I was trying to show this technique to Otter, he went out and bought 50-pound test. And I said, Otter, what are you trying to catch, a shark? And
It did not work well.
yeah, he was basically he was trying to tie a telephone cable around the hook.
Now, I've tied 1,000,000 of those, and you tell me how in the world it did that right there.
Well, it just kind of slid around. If you got the right knot on there, you're good. Okay, and Jeffro, clip the excess off. All right, guys, and then all you do is roll it up, and you're ready to go. And let's see what we got here. Dadgum, Otter, I got my sunglasses.
You're going to get home.
Oh no, I've been cut before. All right, and it's ready to go. And this whole thing was probably made for less than $1. And Jeff, will you trim a little bit of that excess off? And I got a story.
Perfect.
I got to tell a story about Bodine and Otter. First time I took Jeffro out jug fishing, and tell him how this thing will do. That golf ball will not pull through there, will it?
No, won't pull through.
And that fish will be pulling that thing like that.
It'll stand
It'll
straight up.
Stand straight up. You ain't got to have a bunch of PVC pipe. And
Just like it's at attention, isn't it?
oh yeah, just at attention, and you know. And I've told the boys here, if one goes all the way under, you want to let him tire himself out. And
I'll get the net.
I took Jeffro, and we were gathering up the noodles at the end of the day. And you know, I got 9.9 horses of mercury power down there. And we were going by one, and I was driving, and Jeff was going to pick it up, and he missed it. And he fell backwards in the boat trying to reach it. And I said, Jeffro, I said, all we got to do is turn around and go get it. I said, don't risk your life for a noodle. So we went back and got it. He fell just completely backwards. Well, the first time I take Otter out, he does the same thing. But you separated your shoulder, didn't you?
It sure felt like it was separated.
He went down And he was grabbing his shoulder, and I thought the old boy was going to throw up. And I said, Otter, we need to take you to the hospital, or animal hospital, the Otter Hospital. And he took him about 15 minutes, but he got well. And that day we had a real good mess of fish.
We
didn't
did. We had several 5+ pounders.
Right, but this is, guys, like I said, it may not be the best way. It's one of the simplest ways, and it's definitely one of the cheapest ways.
How many did we put out?
We usually put out about 25, depending on the level of wind. And we don't put them out in the main river channel. We put them in the backwater sloughs, and have had huge success down here on beautiful Lay Lake. Now, this community is 6 miles from Fayetteville. Jeffro, are we in Fayetteville, Arkansas?
No, Fayetteville, Alabama.
Oh, Jeffro, are we in Fayetteville, Georgia?
No.
We're in Fayetteville, Alabama, on the south end of Talladega County.